Hello, YouTube. It's Carrie here, and welcome back to Carrie's Bariatric Gardening. I hope everybody had a great week. My week has been a little bit crazy. I've got a lot of orders coming in for this seedling sale, and it's been a little bit nuts. Let me show you around the room a little bit because there's some crazy stuff going on here. So I'll just show you like the wall of plants. Oh. I can't even do that without cracking my voice. I've got a lot here. There's still peppers. These are by peppers. There's peppers that I'm still selling. There's basil. There's okra. There's cosmos. There's marigolds. There's herbs. There's a ton of tomatoes. The tomatoes are over here on the other side. And there's like 4 flats of them. But I'm doing something special today. I am doing an experiment because the weather is warm, as you guys may have been experiencing. All of our seasons are getting sort of warmer and warmer, and it looks like it might not dip down below 0 until the true warm up. And so I'm thinking, could I chance it and plant some tomatoes? Now, as I've said before, tomatoes were like a singular obsession for me when I first started gardening. And the first tomato of the season is like epic. I literally have written down, like I wrote down last year, all of the years gardening when my first tomato was, which I know from my pictures, of course, because you have to take a picture of the first tomato of the season. And it was hopping around here and there, and like I saw where it was last year, but I'm thinking to myself, if I plant these out now with protection, because there's a dip down coming at the end of the month. So like the 26th, there's an overnight low of 1. So with that wiggle room that I talked about, that means that could go down to like, let's say, probably like maybe -2, -3. And that's hard for us. Like that could kill your tomatoes. But I did a little something in the backyard to make a makeshift greenhouse for my tomatoes. And so during the day, like the ambient temperature is good for tomatoes right now. It's okay. But it's just that overnight low that's a little tricky. And so I built a cover, and I will put the cover up when the cold comes and have it off for when it's like warm and temperate during the day or on temperate evenings. But this is like a month earlier than I would normally plant. That's massive. That's like a huge difference. And the thought of having tomatoes a full month ahead of time, and like I've got 4 flats full, I've got like 60 plants, so I'm taking 8 of them and I'm making a little gamble. And I'm gonna see if I can get tomatoes a month early with 8 plants. And so I'm picking stuff that I have extras. So like if I lose one, it's not gonna be a tragedy, right? Like if I lose them. I have enough plants to fall back on. There's so many of them, guys. Like, are you serious? Like, that's a lot of plants. Okay, so let's go outside and plant some tomatoes. The bed is mostly cleared. I got a little bit of tilling to do, and then I want to amend it with some good stuff before I plant them out. Oh my goodness. Tomatoes, guys. So let me take a chance to introduce the first contest for Carrie's Bariatric. Blah, blah. Let me take the chance to introduce the first contest for Carrie's Bariatric Gardening channel. And it is going to be all about tomatoes, guys. I want to see your recipes for tomatoes. Your bariatric friendly recipes. And what I would like for you to do is write them in the comments down below. The next thing that I want you to do is subscribe to the channel and share the video. And so those 3 things. So recipe, bariatric friendly tomato recipe, down below in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and share this video somewhere that you think it would be helpful. Those 3 things. And now what do you win for such a wonderful participation? You're getting like the creme de la creme of my tomato collection. Okay, price is going to be worth over $50. And I have some really interesting rare seeds, some amazing varieties. And so I'm going to give you a collection of my premier tomatoes. I think I'm going to throw in some basil there so we can all have a little, caprese. Because, how can you have tomatoes without the basil? Unless you really don't like basil, in which case, parsley? All right, let's go outside and plant some tomatoes. All right, guys, so I have cleared the bed and I'm just tilling a little bit. In other areas, I'm doing a no-till style where you're just kind of piling compost on top. For this, I had to clear some stuff, so I wanted to break it up a little bit. I'm going to be adding amendments to this bed because it hasn't been amended in quite a while. And so I'm going to mix it in a little bit before I plant out my tomatoes. Okay, so seriously, I just had to pull my dog out of, out of the bin with my amendments. And maybe that's what you get when you use organic. I don't know, he wanted to eat it. What? Okay, so what have I got here that I'm amending the beds with? I really like to use the shrimp compost. And so I'm using a mix of shrimp compost and sort of all-in-one amendment. What else did I put in there? I put in the Gaia all-in-one. I put in blood meal, bone meal, a little bit of general purpose fertilizer. And then when I plant, I'm also going to be using the mycorrhizal amendment. So right now, I just want to mix this up a bit so it does not go flying when I pour it out. And I think I'm going to put this stuff on first. So what have I got in here? I've got a mix of peat moss and aged manure. And I'm going to be spraying the peat moss out, mixing the stuff in, adding the natural amendments, and then I'm going to be watering the bed out a bit because the peat hasn't been rehydrated, so I got to kind of rehydrate that a bit. I don't know about you guys, but I actually love getting my feet dirty. See how the stuff underneath is still dry? I'd say we're about ready. Alright, so we have well amended bed, tilled it all in, I've pre-moistened the soil, and I am ready to plant. What have I got here? I'm going to go over a little bit what I'm putting in this bed. Over here is called Brown Beauty. That was an offshoot from another tomato that just appeared in my garden. I'm trying to stabilize. This one is Sergeant Pepper's, one of my favorite tomatoes. It's a heart-shaped, it's beautiful. This one over here is Blush, which is one of the first to appear, that's why I picked it. Over here I've got Noir de Cosbeuf. Isis Dark Cherry, which is another one I'm stabilizing. Then I have Venus de Wilo, which is one that I'm stabilizing. Secret Garden. And then the last one is Striped Betty. And I'm really, really hoping that Striped Betty comes out exactly like her mother because that was a beautiful, beautiful tomato. A huge, huge tomato, which was red and yellow striped, and it was just gorgeous and delicious. So I'm hoping it comes back in my garden this year. And I'm going to get my mycorrhizal amendment ready to put in the hole when I plant in. I mean, you could do it with the trowel or you could just do it with your hands. Now, one thing about tomatoes is that they have, if you are growing seedlings and you notice there's little hairs on the side, all of those can grow into roots. And so tomatoes are one of the things that you can plant deep in the hole. You just want to make sure that there are no leaves that are underground or leaves touching the soil when you plant it out. Let me just show you the root growth. You see that? Beautiful, huh? Another good tip, if you want to be able to step somewhere without compressing the soil, just put this here. Putting a plank down distributes the weight more evenly so it doesn't, like, you don't get a big footprint there. Okay, and like I said, after they're in, the next thing you want to do is water them in really well. So let me go get the hose and we'll water them in and then we're done, guys. And that's how you plant tomatoes. So we have our tomatoes planted out and we're ready to go. Since it's not going to be too cold for a little while, I get to leave the cover off, and when the cold comes, I just lift the plastic over the hoops and secure it down. I will leave you guys updates on this throughout the growing season, because this is a game changer right here. Alright guys, that's it for today. Hope everybody has a great week. Hope y'all are doing well. Don't forget to enter the contest, put your recipe down below, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. And you could be on your way to an abundance of beautiful tomatoes. Let's just have a tomato moment from the past few summers and appreciate the colors and diversity and flavor. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's just around the corner, guys. Woo! Summer is just about to spring to life. See y'all next week. Bye. I'm controlling that chicken. Lie down. Lie down. Okay? Just chill. That's right. Good job. Oh my god, the best days are when you get seeds in the mail. Yay. Of course I'm gonna share with you what's in here. So when I went through the garden and did the little carrot harvest the other day, I was so impressed. Because when I ate it, it was so good. I had it on the tour. My first garden tour. I'm gonna be doing another one, I think in another week or so. And you'll see how much things have grown. It's amazing. All right, so what's in here? Because well, obviously you know those carrots. So, all right, so we've got atomic red carrots. Oh no, I keep messing that up. It's not atomic red, it's Kyoto red. And these are pelleted seeds, which I'll show you guys what these look like, because normally carrot seeds are super tiny and it's really difficult to space them out because they're so small. And so you have to go back and thin them out. And so this is what pelleted seed looks like. It's covered in sort of like a coating. And so they're much, much easier to handle and space out. What did I get? Because of course I can't just order one pack of seeds. That's just rude. You know, it's free shipping and they give you free seeds. So, you know. Oh, I'll show you the free seeds first because they always give you free seeds. What's the last thing? The surprise is this. Barlotto bush beans, also called tongue of fire bush beans. Bush beans are a great crop. And look how pretty they are. Turnaround times. They can be so prolific and delicious. And having fresh beans is like, it's a really nice thing. Hey, are you going to be receiving free seeds in the mail? Do the contest and you might. Reasons that I love growing my own food, particularly from heirloom seeds, is this. So this is, I'm going to be interplanting with my tomatoes, carrots. Carrots and tomatoes like each other, companion planting. And I am doing a bit of a different thing with the carrots, I decided. So like I have some really interesting ones. How cool is that? Gonna have like that dark purple carrot. This one is called Uzbek Golden, which is a yellow carrot. And the Kyoto Red. And like I think about like that harvest basket, right? When I'm like crop planting and stuff like that. What do I want to harvest all together like that? When I see like, you know, I want to make like this rainbow of carrots and this beautiful sort of display, because that's what I want to eat, right? Because I want to eat beautiful food all the time. And you can't really get that at the grocery store. You would never be able to get this mix at the grocery store. This is something that you plan yourself and you grow from seed. You know, you look through catalogs. You can make any kind of collection of produce that you want, right? And that's like a gift. It's amazing. And that's part of, I think, like what we're supposed to be doing as humans on this planet. We're supposed to be planting and growing food. It's all part of a beautiful system, but we have to participate. So plant something today.